Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oilfield industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
Well, hello again, basketball fans. Welcome to Championship Saturday at the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson courtside along with Mark Wells. We're ready for our first semifinal battle here this afternoon between the top-seeded Fairfield Mules against the number 4-seeded Herrin Tigers. This a pair of teams that met in the championship game here last year, which was won by the Mules. Both teams have a lot of those same returning players, Mark, and this ought to be a great matchup here.
Both teams, yeah, you're right, Randy. Both teams know each other really well as they're coming into this this game today. So you're right. They know each other. They've probably been, scouting each other just to see how things are going.
If you joined us this morning on the Sports Couch, we had Coach Scott McElravy of the Mules on the show with us, and we kind of previewed the game today, and the fact that he lamented the fact that he had to go through the river, so to speak, in order to get to this championship game, meaning had to go through the river-to-river conference, as the Mules had to, after beating Gallatin County, had to beat West Frankfort yesterday, and now going to have to beat Herrin today in order to reach the championship, and could see another river team in the championship if it works out that way. Because down in the bottom part of the bracket, Massac County will be playing Carmi in the other semifinal after this. Randy, that
Massac-Carmi game is going to be a rematch. They've already played, but, that Carmi last night, what a win they had over Eldorado last night.
Yeah.
A little bit of an upset there.
That was an upset in some people's eyes, and by the seeds it was. Eldorado the 3 seed, Carmi the 6 seed. And to come in here and beat Eldorado on their floor in their tournaments, not an easy thing to do, no matter what year it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You've got your home crowd that's going to be behind you. And coming in last night, Carmi, ended up winning that game really strong. 60-48 was the final, or 66-48 was the final score on that one.
We'll come back in just a moment, talk a little bit more about how both teams got here and kind of draw up the matchup between the key players of both teams. We'll do that as we come back to you live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, both on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team. such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing.
Welcome back to Duff Kingston Gymnasium. I'm Randy Olson along with Mark Wells as we get set for the semifinal matchup here between number 1 seeded Fairfield Mules and the number 4 Herrin Tigers. Mark, this gym is going to really start filling up here this afternoon. With the weather being decent outside, it's not, not super cold. It's not snowing or anything like that. There's really not anything to keep people away from the gym today, and it'll be packed in there.
Oh, yeah, well, I've already seen some people earlier in shorts, Randy.
So hard to believe, isn't it?
It's hard to believe, but you're right. People are going to pack in this gym this afternoon, especially tonight as we get closer to the trophy night.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how both teams got here. Fairfield won their opening round game over Gallatin County 87-42. Pretty easy affair where the Coach McElravy was able to play pretty much everybody on his roster, and I think he had 12 guys get in the scoring column actually in that game too, which was pretty amazing. You can go back there and check that, and had a number of guys in double figures too. And then Fairfield won over West Frankfort yesterday, a real test by the Redbirds for sure, but Fairfield's depth was able to overcome and beat West Frankfort by a score of 67-58, a 9-point win for the Mules. That was a game that was actually tied 15-15 after the first quarter, and a huge game for Kane Hicksonball yesterday. Mules had a number of guys in double figures, but Hicksonball right out of the gate, I had 16 or 18 points in the first half yesterday against West Frankfort, and really came to play, and he was the offensive story yesterday for the Mules. Meanwhile, the Herrin Tigers, they won their first game over Edwards County 66-41 in the opening round, a pretty easy affair. And then they beat their River to River rival from just a few miles away, the Carterville Lions, yesterday in a rematch of a game that was played back in November. Herrin won that first match back in November by 4 points, and they won it yesterday, I think, by 11 points. So the win for Herrin over Carterville. That puts Herrin and Fairfield in today's semifinal matchup, which is exactly the way they drew it up in the seeds, number 1 against number 4.
You know, when they do that, Randy, it's usually the seeds will play out like they've laid out because of the way the teams are scouted and everything.
Right.
So, yeah, so it's a good way they do that.
We mentioned Kane Hicksonball, one of the keys for the Fairfield Mules offensively. The offensive machine for the Herrin Tigers, a couple of them. Brandon Anthony is the guy that makes the show go for the Tigers. He's the point guard. He will wear number 5. You'll hear us call his name a lot today. Luke Lacroix had a great game yesterday, including a very impressive two-handed dunk. And he wears number 12. He's a 6'4 senior. He's got another running mate in Reese Hartline at 6'4. Mules, of course, have a lot of weapons, too, and a lot of depth. And that's really been the key for the Mules this year is the guys they can bring off the bench, because many of these guys that they bring off the bench for Fairfield could, literally start for other teams.
Exactly, and that's the key, Randy, we were talking about just a little while ago. That Fairfield's going to come out and, their defense is the key, and they've got so many weapons that they can bring and put the pressure on. You're going to see probably a lot of traps today set, a lot of pressure, a lot of pressing going on, and it's going to be a key for Fairfield, their defense, of course, which has been most of the year.
It has been. That defense creates a lot of offense for the Mules. That's kind of been their trademark both last year and this year with the success that they have had. And inside, the Mules also have Luke Dagg in addition to Hicksonball. Landon Zerlini can play both inside or outside. He loves to shoot the 3. And then you got, the quick guards and Wyatt Gilbert and Noah McElravy. And again, the Herrin Tigers have got some depth as well. I don't know that they've got as much depth as Fairfield Mules. That remains to be seen as this matchup takes place today. But it's going to be a very interesting semifinal. The winner will move to tonight's championship game at 9 o'clock to take on either Massac County or Carmi. That semifinal game will be coming up right after this one. They're starting to lower the flag from the center of the gymnasium. And we're going to have the playing of our national anthem here before the first game of this afternoon session. So we are going to step aside for just a moment and hear from some more sponsors and be back with more here live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
That is basketball official Ron Stannard, who recently had to give up the profession due to an injury that he had, and he recently went through a hip surgery as well. But boy, he can still sing, can't he, Mark?
Yeah, he sure can. What a good job that was.
His rendition of our national anthem here this morning at Duff Kingston Gymnasium, and we're about to say afternoon as we get past the noon hour here for this tip between the Herrin Tigers and the Fairfield Mules. Mules will be the visitors on the scoreboard this afternoon in this matchup, wearing their black uniforms trimmed in the red and the white. We'll have people sit down who are in front of us here in just a moment, so you will be able to see the game on the camera that we have fed for you, so just be patient. They're trying to take care of a little mess here, I think. There we go. Let's follow along with the public address announcer as we meet the Fairfield Mules. Fans still filling in the gymnasium here, as they always have to clear it in between sessions and do a little cleanup job in here, Mark, which takes a lot of time and a lot of volunteers.
Well, you know what? Here they try to get it done in a record time, 7 minutes, Randy.
How about that? Noah McElravy, one of the starting guards, wears number 3, 5'10 junior for the Mules. Wyatt Gilbert, number 4, 5'11 senior. His quickness is so important out there as well. Even when he's not scoring, he's dishing and doing other things defensively that are so important for the Mules. Kane Hickson-Ball, the big leader yesterday offensively, 6'3 senior, still wearing that nose guard out there. Landon Zerlini, 6'3 junior, wears number 24. And then the big guy in the middle, Luke Dagg, number 30, 6'2 senior. So the usual starting lineup that Coach Scott McElravy has employed much of the year. Again, go with McElravy, Hickson-Ball, Gilbert, Zerlini, and Dagg. And again, they go 5'10", 5'11", and 6'2", 6'3", 6'3". Cody is back with us running the camera. Good to see you, Cody. All right.
He had to go down probably to the hospitality room, Randy.
Yeah, well, he probably did. All right, we're going to meet the Herrin Tigers right now. Wearing their white uniforms trimmed in the black and orange. Here's the guy that makes it go for them, number 5, Brandon Anthony. Keep your eye on him today, 5'11 senior. Number 10 is Jake Baumgart, 5'11 senior. Also starting today for Coach Saylor's shirts and the Tigers is number 25. That's Landon Bolin, 5'11 sophomore. And I'll tell you what, he plays pretty good for a sophomore. You won't know he's a sophomore. Luke Lacroix, who can dunk it with authority, is 6'4 senior, wears number 12. And then Reese Hartline, his running mate on the block, number 23, is a 6'4 senior. So again, the Tigers will go with Anthony Baumgart Bolin, Hartline, and LaQuat. Size-wise, they will go 5'11", 5'11", 5'11", 6'4", and 6'4". The Mules and the Tigers here live on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net. The winner will play in the championship game tonight at 9 o'clock. The loser plays in the third-place game at 7:30. Our other semifinal coming up after this will be Massac County, the number 2 seed, against Carmi, the number 6 seed. Are you ready, Mark?
Yeah, let's see. Let's get this going, Randy. It's going to be, I think you're going to see a really good ball game, and both teams will be up and down the court pretty fast, I'm sure.
Defense will play a big role, and both teams going to need to stay out of foul trouble, too. I know they've got depth, but you still don't want to ring up a bunch of fouls here. All right, it's going to be Luke Dagg jumping in the center circle against LaQuat. And the tip is controlled by the Herrin Tigers, and Anthony will bring it across. He'll be picked up by Wyatt Gilbert. They'll run a little weave action out there. With it is Bumgart. Shot is put up. It's in and out, no good. Offensive rebound and lost out of bounds, but I think they're going to have a foul.
I think they're going to call a foul on number 10, looks like, Randy. Looks like it's going to be on Hickson ball.
That'll be his first. It'll be out of bounds to the Tigers on the baseline, as triggering it in will be Bolin. Tries to go baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Luke Dagg. Tigers will control it here. Bolin, the trigger man again, comes into Anthony, and he throws it away. Anthony could not control the pass, as starting to defend him in the passing lane was McElravy, who kind of blocked his view, I think. A little bit there.
I think it was. He did.
So the Mules now with their first possession, is walking it up is going to be Landon Zerlini. Over to Wyatt Gilbert. He'll penetrate inside, puts up the little teardrop, and he got it to fall. 2-0 Mules. Here comes that pressure defense. They like to trap when they have the opportunity. Anthony, though, is kind of a one-man press breaker in most situations for the Herrin Tigers. He's got it out there right now. There's a backdoor cut.
Pass.
Down low on the backdoor cut to Baumgart, and he scores. That's the thing about it when you spread the floor the way Herrin likes to do. Sometimes those backdoor cuts are open if you overcompensate or overplay the defense. Almost stolen there. Now Hickson ball picks it up for the Mules. He gets out of the double team. Ball is loose. Topsy-turvy. Here's a
step
break.
Out of bounds.
Was going to be an easy breakaway for Herrin, but instead Anthony lost it out of bounds. Both teams a little bit squeamish here to start things.
They were, and Anthony was looking to feed it to LaQuat, too, and he just lost control of it.
You know, sometimes in a big game like this, big semifinal battle, you got to get a good sweat going first, you know, and got to get that adrenaline to kind of level out a little bit. Get a little bit too excited. There's a backdoor cut to Zerlini. He's too far under the basket, can't shoot, as LaQuat was there defending.
The Fairfield ball knocked out of bounds by Herrin.
All tied at 2-2, 6:31 to play, opening quarter, as Gilbert gets it into McElravy.
Thought about a three.
Now he'll step inside the arc and launch and hits. Noah McElravy puts the Mules up 4-2, and quickly the other way, beating the defense down the court
is Anthony,
and he can do that. That's the thing about it. If you're the Mules, you have got to get back on defense because the Herrin Tigers will attack you. Back the other way, here are the Mules. McElravy has it. Gives it up to Gilbert. He'll launch a three ball. It misses. Tipped up. No good. Chased down the corner by Hickson ball. Hickson ball inside the paint. Back out to McElravy. His three ball's good. Boy, Noah McElravy is feeling it already. He's got a 3 and he's got a 2. 5 of the 7 points here. And on the inbound.
Call that on Wyatt Gilbert. Looks like a push-off, Randy.
Trying to defend against Anthony. As long as Anthony is on the floor for the Herrin Tigers, they are extremely dangerous. Occasionally he will get into foul trouble. When they do, it changes the whole chemistry for them. Just like it would if the Mules were without, you know, Hickson ball
or Dagg or
McElravy, any of them, really. It's just the way it is. Around the horn, they work it right now to Hartline. Down the lane he goes, and that ball hung on the rim forever and then came in. 7-6. Cuts the lead to 1. Hartline with a strong move. Mules trying to methodically break the press. They do. They get it across to Gilbert. Gilbert out to Zerlini. He'll fire the three, top of the key, missed. Rebound chased down. Hicksonball feeds it inside. Now to Dag, now to Hicksonball from the elbow. No, won't go. Baumgart with the rebound for Herrin.
Here comes Anthony again.
Anthony takes it all the way in and scores. He is quick. Crazy quick. He's beating everybody down the floor in the black jerseys. Hicksonball, a trap, almost stolen away by the Tigers. Mules will keep it. Herrin with their first lead of the game here at 8-7. See what the Mules do to respond. McElravy has it, looking inside to
Oh, he wasn't paying attention.
He was open on the lob.
He was open, yeah. The lob was just too high for him to reach, Randy.
I think Hicksonball was about to change positions on his defender.
He spun the wrong way.
Right. And when he did, yeah, you're right. The ball just sailed over his head. A turnover on the Mules, back the other way for the Tigers. Anthony has it. Guarded against Gilbert. That's a pretty good matchup out there, you know?
It is.
Baumgart in the corner now for the Tigers.
They kind of resemble each other.
Oh, yeah.
Gilbert and Anthony.
Very similar. Nice feed
nice
down
feed
low. Beautiful pass to
Hartline.
And the Tigers go up 10-7. Another challenge for the Mules today by another river-to-river conference team. Here's a baseline cut to Luke Dag. He missed
too
it.
hard.
Rebound by Hicksonball, and they're going to give him a foul or just going to say it's out of bounds?
I think
it's
out of bounds.
Out of bounds off Heartline. Into the ball game for the Mules. One of their super subs, Colin Massey, 5'10 junior, comes in. Coach McElravy will go 8 or 9 deep pretty much every game. Zerlini has it to Massey. Around the horn it goes. Right side to Hicksonball.
Good
he misses
rebound.
it. Going high is Zerlini. He'll go back up. Missed
Just
it.
a little too hard off the board.
Rebound Lacroix gets it out to Anthony. They're going to run the floor again. All the way down on the layup. Quickly is Boland. And
timeout Mules.
Herrin Tigers out to a big start here. And timeout to the Mules. We will take timeout as well and be back with more in just a moment.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Back at Eldorado, it's a 6-0 run here for the Herrin Tigers, Mark.
Yeah, you know, Randy, we were talking about it earlier before the game goes. Both of these teams can go up and down the floor, but Herrin's just outdoing the Mules right now on that transition.
Back to live action as Fairfield will bring it up. Wyatt Gilbert. Met out there by Boland. Comes over to Massey, and now inside away from the ball, we're going to have a foul called. And that's going to be a hold on Reese Hartline. His first, going to be the first team foul on Herrin. Yeah.
Right.
He was matched up down there with Hicksonball. They're kind of fighting for position there.
Blake Pruitt looks like coming in the lineup for the Mules for Wyatt Gilbert, Randy.
Pruitt out there playing catch with Zerlini right now. Zerlini tries to go baseline. Comes all the way across to Massey. Massey will get it back out to Pruitt. He can't shoot, but he's going to be fouled. See, they're going to give that to Baumgart. Yes.
Yeah, it's his first, team second.
3:16 to go here, opening quarter. Herrin leading Fairfield 12-7. Here's the inbound to Pruitt. Pruitt to Massey. Try a little pick and roll with Dag. Dag's got it now. Back out to Zerlini. Zerlini puts up the shot. Got it.
Good.
Nice shot off the dribble that time by Landon Zerlini going to his left.
Here we go.
All the way down,
back
going
on,
for the dunk.
Yep.
Lacroix was ready to flush it, but was fouled.
Looks like they're going to give that to Luke Dag. That's his first, third team foul on the Mules.
And the Tigers continue to
they're up
push
and down the floor. Yeah, they
push
are,
the
Randy.
ball quickly.
On that rebound, they're looking for that lead pass.
Yeah, on a made basket, they are getting it in a hurry and getting down the court as Lacroix at the line makes it 13-9. The Quad had a very emphatic dunk yesterday in Herrin's win against Carterville. And it was an interesting one because it looked like he was going to just kind of dribble out the clock. And instead went to the basket. Tipped around, Tigers with another steal, but then stolen back by the Mules. Luke Dagg takes it to the glass and scores. That's one of those 50-50 balls that went the Mules' way. Anthony back the other way. Takes it coast to coast.
What a good move by Anthony.
And so far, the Mules have not been able to stay in front of Brandon Anthony. And that's the key to this game right now. 4-point lead again for the Tigers. Trapping defense out front. Pruitt from the left corner pocket. Missed it. Rebound chased down by Zerlini for the Mules. He'll drive baseline. And makes the bucket and scores.
The basket counts.
Landon Zerlini with a strong move along the baseline.
Looks like it's going to be on Jake Bumgart, Randy, his third team foul.
So Zerlini will be at the line for the and one. 2:12 left here in the first quarter. This is shaping up a lot like yesterday's Fairfield game against West Frankfort, which was tied 15-15 after one quarter. And look where our score is now, 15-13. We're just about the same spot. Landon Zerlini.
Good.
Makes the free throw. 1-point contest. Here come the Tigers with Brandon Anthony. And there's that
trap.
That 1-2-2 zone trap. Diagonal pass. They break it over to Billy Braid, who's in. Here's a shot from the baseline by LaQuat. No good. Rebound taken out there by Brandon Lane, who's in the game for the Mules. Ahead to Massey. Over to Zerlini. Now he's going to give it to Brandon Lane, down to Wyatt Gilbert. He scores. What a nice feed there
pass
from Lane to Gilbert. And the Mules are back in front, 16-15. Here comes Anthony again for the Tigers. Mules trying to trap, and timeout's going to be called by Sailor Shirts. Timeout on the floor with 1:35 left here in the first quarter. We got a spirited semifinal contest going on, and we'll be back with more live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament in just a moment.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard's Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard's Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard's Soil Service in Wayne City.
Well, it's been a little bit of a run after a 6-0 run by the Herrin Tigers. It's been a 9-3 run by the Fairfield Mules to regain the lead here, Mark, at 16-15 with 1:35 to play in the first quarter. Tigers with the basketball. They'll trigger it in with Braid. Comes into, a nice pass down underneath.
Wide open.
Good thread down the hard line from Anthony. And the Tigers regain the lead at 17-16. Mules get it up quickly to Hicksonball. Out it comes to Gilbert. Long three by Massey is the trifecta. Mules back in front. 19-17. Seesaw battle here. Boy, this has kind of got one of those championship semifinal feels to it, doesn't it? Anthony says, whatever you can do, I can do as well. Good guy.
Three-pointer.
20-19. Tigers back up by one. We're under a minute to play in the quarter. Lane in the corner. Now to Hicksonball. Hicksonball had been kind of quiet so far for the Mules after his big outburst in the first half yesterday against West Frankfort. He's trying to post up. They get it into him right now. He spins, puts up the shot. Got it. Right on cue. Kane Hicksonball puts the Mules back in front, 21-20. 35 seconds left in the quarter. And here's a pass out to Anthony, and we're going to have I don't think that was a foul. I think they just kick ball.
Kick ball.
Yeah. Coach McElravy having a conversation with the official down there.
Luke Dagg and McElravy back into the lineup. I think they both came in.
It's a 1-point Mule lead. The Tigers have a steal all the way. It's down for Wyatt Gilbert on the steal. That ball was just misthrown.
Yeah. Here we go.
Another steal.
Another steal.
McElravy with a left-handed layup. And the Mules with two quick buckets here in the closing seconds
Here we go, almost again, Randy. Almost got it.
And
Double
a double
dribble.
dribble. And all of a sudden, the wheel's starting to come off for the Herrin Tigers.
The press is starting to get under the skin of Herrin, Randy.
That trap has been so effective for the Mules this year, and now it's being effective against Herrin.
Keep it up.
All right, Landon Zerlini has it with 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mules by 5. Comes right side to Gilbert. Back out to Hicksonball. McElravy now.
Oh, the long three.
Zerlini for 3. In and out. Tip back up, no good, but that's the end of the first quarter play. A good finish to the quarter by the Fairfield Mules. They were down by as many as 5 at one point, and now they lead by 5 after the first quarter, 25-20. We'll come back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's compassionate, quality care. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to acute needs like disease management, x-ray, and lab work. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmi walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 6 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Randy Olson here along with Mark Wells. Mark, your thoughts on that first quarter play?
Back and forth, up and down, Randy. And I think the Mules, they need to keep that trap on. It's got under Herrin a little bit here in the first half, as we just seen 2 transition buckets from that trap.
Big
Mules
comeback.
scored, yeah.
Big comeback by the Mules, a 10-point turnaround. The Mules were down by 5 and now lead by 5. So a 10-point turnaround for Fairfield as we start the second quarter play, and the Mules will have the ball first.
I think the key, too, is to put the pressure on Anthony as well, as he's, you've seen him with the 3 and
well, you got to get back on defense, too, after a made basket.
Yeah.
And that's been a key here in the first half is when the Mules do score, Herrin gets the ball in and gets it down the court so fast. And so when that happens, you got to get back on defense if you're the Mules. All right. Fairfield has it. McElravy guarded by Anthony out there. And there's a steal by Anthony. He's got those quick hands. He takes it in, misses the shot, but there's the foul on McElravy.
His first 14 foul.
Not a whole lot of fouls called in this game yet.
No, not at all.
Only 7 total fouls, 4 on Fairfield, 3 on Herrin. And at the line is Brandon Anthony. He actually started some as a freshman for Herrin. Seems like he's been playing there forever. A lot of coaches in Southern Illinois probably glad he's finally a senior.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's had
a good left-handed shot there, too.
Yeah, he's had a good career for the Tigers and certainly had a good tournament here last year. Although Fairfield beat Herrin last year in the championship game, and there's a steal by Anthony and a layup. That's what he can do. You turn your back for a moment, and he's in your back pocket.
Yeah, Gilbert just caught off guard.
Yes, he was. Gilbert has the basketball now for the Mules. They go in the high post to Dagg, back out to McElravy. Swing it over to Hicksonball now. He's looking for a cutter.
Oh.
And he throws it away.
Over and back. Yeah.
Yep.
Going to be over and back.
Bad turnover there for the Mules. It'll be Herrin ball. 7:26 to play here in the first half. We welcome all the Herrin Tiger fans that are watching, as well as the Fairfield Mule fans that are watching. You can also send us a message if you'd like to through our Facebook page at AreaSports.net on Facebook. Here's a pass to Bumgart. Try to go inside.
Good
Stolen
defense
away
by Hicksonball.
He's got it. He's going to press it. Takes it all the way down against Anthony and scores. And Anthony got out of the way because he knew he was probably going to get called for a blocking foul. Herrin pushes it up quickly again. Anthony for 3. Buries it. 27-26. Brandon Anthony having a great first half here. He's already got 15 points. 15 of Herrin's 26. Gilbert goes right side of McElravy. He'll drive, put up the little floater. He got it.
Good off the glass by Noah.
Noah McElravy. 3-point Mule lead. Anthony back quickly for Herrin. Here's LaQuat. Dishes it back in the corner now to Bolin. Shot up, no good. Rebound by the Mules. Coming out there on the dribble with it. Here's Dagg. Feeding it inside to Zerlini.
Good move by Landon.
Zerlini gives the Mules a 5-point lead.
Timeout Herrin.
Timeout Herrin again. And we'll take time out as well and be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Fairfield making some shots here down the stretch.
Well, they are, Randy, and they're also getting back on defense too. But again, the thing is, Herrin's quick with that ball as they're transitioning on the offensive to get down here to get a score. So we'll see what happens with the trap again.
Back to live action as Anthony gets it across to Baumgart for the Tigers. Anthony again in the corner. Also in the game now is Ian Nance, number 11 for the Herrin Tigers. He's a 5'11 senior. Back in for Fairfield is Colin Massey.
McElravy came out.
Shane Gooden watching the game. Thanks for the message, Shane, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Inside to Lacroix, turnaround shot from the elbow. No good. He follows
he's over the
scores.
back.
They're going to wipe that off.
They're going to call a foul over the back.
A little too aggressive that time for Luke Lacroix.
Yeah.
Luke Lacroix. Yep.
It's his first, and that'll be the fourth team foul against Herrin.
Team fouls even now at 4 apiece. As Fairfield will bring it the other way. 5:52 to play here in the first half. What a good semifinal this has been so far. A seesaw battle. Both teams have led by as many as 5, and that's what it is right now. A 5-point lead for the Mules, and they have the basketball. Here's Wyatt Gilbert down the lane, puts up the shot, missed it.
Oh, nice. Almost.
Luke Dagg on the tip, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Herrin. Dagg was there for the tip, but couldn't get it to go.
Just couldn't get it to go in. Just off the rim a little bit.
Gilbert gets it into
There he
Hickson
is.
ball. He'll fire a 3, missed it, follows his shot, rebound Lacroix.
Here
He's
we
going
go
to
to
throw
Anthony.
it down to Anthony. Breakaway, missed it. Left it a little short. Rebound by the Mules. Here comes Massey. Massey feeds it over to the corner now to Gilbert. 3 ball in the way. Bingo.
Good.
Wyatt Gilbert tickles the twine from behind the line. It's an 8-point lead here for the Mules. Nance has it in the front court for the Tigers again. Around to Baumgart. Now to Anthony. Back to Baumgart. His shot is going to be short. Rebound by Anthony. Takes it inside the paint. Puts it up. Missed it.
Yep, they're going to call, looks like they're going to give that foul to Luke Dagg over the back, Randy. Yep.
Inside rebounding position by Reese Hartline that time. Results in the foul.
Second
Dagg.
on Luke. That will be the 15th foul against the Mules.
And he's going to come out of the game, and Brandon Lane's going to check in for him. So Lane checks in at 6'3", and Dagg checks out at 6'2". Here is the inbound. Lacroix with a little fadeaway scores for the Herrin Tigers. Cuts the lead back to 6, 34-28. 4:43 left here in the first half. Wyatt Gilbert back in the front court to Zerlini. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul out front.
Who did they give that to, Randy?
23.
23. Hartline.
Reese Hartline.
It's his second. 15 foul.
Here's the inbound to Gilbert. Herrin staying in their man-to-man defense as matching up on Gilbert is Baumgart. Gilbert trying to take him one-on-one, now feeds it down to Hickson ball. He goes up against Hartline. Now out to Gilbert.
The ball.
Lost it off his
fingers. He went to shoot it and just went off the tip of his fingers.
Kind of a little miscue there. And here come the Tigers. Nice feed to Hartline. He scores. Beautiful pass by Anthony. Anthony is so good at drawing the defense to him, and then when you commit, he finds the open man.
The open man underneath.
That's exactly what he did. Cuts the lead to 4 with 3:58 left to play here in the first half. Here's a trap against Zerlini. He's got to get rid of it. He does. To Gilbert, he'll drive baseline. And a blocking foul is going to be called, and Gilbert's pretty lucky that wasn't a charge.
That wasn't a charge. That was very close to a charge.
Hartline's going to get called for the blocking foul.
That's his third, Randy.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit down as Coach Sailor Shirts is looking up and down his bench right now trying to decide who to put in. And he is going to bring Billy Braid in.
Number 24, Billy Braid.
So Braid in for Hartline here at the 3:51 mark of the second quarter. Fairfield leading it by 4. They have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Wyatt Gilbert will trigger it in. Out to Zerlini. He'll put one up in the air. Got it. That high arching shot by Zerlini. It's so hard to defend and block. They gave him a 3. I thought he was inside the arc that time.
They did give him a 3 on that one?
That's what they got on the scoreboard.
Okay.
Here's Nance with it for the Herrin Tigers.
Yeah, he looked like he was inside the arc.
I was sure he was. Now they did change the scoreboard. It is a 2. Yeah, we were right. Shot from the corner is no good by Baumgart. Rebound by the Mules. Here comes Zerlini. We got bodies flying, and Anthony picks it up. Throws it ahead to Lacroix. Look out, flush time! Yep. Luke Lacroix gets free on the breakaway and dunks it for the Herrin Tigers. And that cuts the lead back to 4 points, 36-32.
Looks like Fairfield's called a timeout maybe on this play, Randy.
Well, I think we got an official timeout for an injury or something over here. Let's see. It looks like we got
looks like Billy Braid.
I didn't see what happened. It was on the opposite end of the floor from where the play took place. I don't know if he got
he might have got poked in the eye.
Or a knee to the
hard to tell at this
knee
point.
to the head or something like that. He's obviously in some pain. Some of the tournament officials are out on the floor trying to attend to him too. You hate to see anybody get injured. And there's been a fair number of injuries at the tournament here this year, which you just hate to see. But that just shows you that teams are playing hard. They're trying to work on him and clean him up down there a little bit. We won't really speculate on what it is, but hopefully Billy Braid's okay. 3:09 left here in the first half. Fairfield leads it by 4, 36-32. It's really been a game of runs, hasn't it, Mark?
Oh, it sure has. I mean, back and forth, Randy, and that's what you could expect in a high-intensity game like this. And it's, as you mentioned a while ago, Anthony's bringing the ball up, and he's looking to feed it to whoever's underneath Lacroix, or if it's not Anthony, they're feeding it to him.
Yes, that's right. Herrin's led by as many as 5, and Fairfield's led by as many as 6. It's a 4-point lead for the Mules right now. Again, these two teams played in the championship game a year ago. Winner will play against either Massac County or Carmi in tonight's championship game at 9 o'clock. The loser will play in the third-place game against the loser of Massac and Carmi, which will be coming up after this one.
They're still tending to Billy Braid down there.
Yeah.
They're going to take him off the floor and down to the locker room, which is a good idea.
Very good idea. I don't know if he got an elbow or a knee or what it was, but it looks like it's right above the eye.
Looks like he may have been cut above the eye a little bit.
The nice thing is he was walking off on his own power.
Yes.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, good sign.
All right. And let's see who is back in the lineup there for the Tigers to replace Billy Braid, because you've got Hartline on the bench with 3 fouls. I think Boland's back out there.
Boland's back in, I believe. Yeah. I believe you're right.
You still got Nance out there too. So, well, that was an impressive dunk by Luke Lacroix. We saw him do that yesterday against Carterville.
They're still talking something over. I'm not sure what they're talking over, Randy. Looks like Herrin.
Well, they're going to come out and disinfect the floor,
right.
I think, because
that's
anytime you got blood on the floor, you got to do the disinfectant thing now. So we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment.
Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law.
Back at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. This place is continuing to fill up, and we'll have a big crowd here because not only this game, but after this we'll have another semifinal, and then you're going to have the Consolation Championship, and 2 local teams playing in that, Harrisburg and Hamilton County in the Consolation title at 3 o'clock, and there'll be a lot of purple and a lot of green.
A lot of green, purple and green.
That's right.
Right.
Sure will be.
I think we're about ready. They're double checking different parts of the floor. It occurred. Yeah, there we go.
Jeff Rushing is watching the broadcast and says, "Go Tigers." Appreciate you sending us a message. This is kind of a momentum breaker, too, when you have a stoppage in play like this, you know.
Chance for the team to kind of talk about, okay, what's our next strategy move here? I don't think they're going to change anything, but it gives them a chance to take a little bit of a breather and start in again.
3:09 left here in the first half. All right, after all of that, it's going to be Fairfield basketball after the dunk by LaQuat. And Wyatt Gilbert will bring it up. Over it comes to Massey.
He thought about a long three.
Yeah, he was out there pretty far, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, sure was.
Herrin Tigers have gone to a zone. They were in the man-to-man earlier. Massey's going to fire a three-pointer over the zone.
Good.
And that's how you beat a zone, is by shooting over the top of it. 39-32. Mules with their biggest lead of the game now at 7.
There's this trap again, Randy.
Almost a steal there as Massey was just about there on that lollipop pass. As the Tigers get it across now to Baumgart. Baumgart over to Brandon Anthony. They want to get it inside to LaQuat if they can. Now they'll skip it out again to Baumgart. Over to Nance. Mules also in a zone. Both teams have gone to a zone. Nance with a three, answers right back. So both teams attacking the zone and both teams scoring on a three ball. As the defense is coming out of that long stoppage of play, resulted in a zone. And now it looks like Herrin's going to match back up man-to-man on this trip down the floor. Almost a steal as McElraby's got it. Leaves it for Zerlini. Thought about the shot, but Bolin was out on him. Now here's McElraby, right corner pocket. He delivers. 42-35. Noah gives the Mules a 7-point lead again. Mules try to trap again as Anthony has it over to Nance. Anthony again. Minute 30 left here in the first half.
Trying to get it into LaQuat. He's posted, but they can't feed the ball into him.
So Anthony will just shoot it right up over and puts it through. Anthony with an incredible first half here, 18 points, 18 of Herrin's 38. 69 seconds left here in the first half. Here's Zerlini taking it down the lane. He missed the shot
missed it.
And then went for the rebound and commits the foul.
It'll be the first on Landon.
Herrin Tigers had inside rebounding position there. 1 minute left here in the half. LaQuat gets it out to Bolin. Back to Anthony. Skip pass over to Baumgart. He'll drive baseline. Dishes it inside LaQuat.
Oh, he walked. Yep, good call. Yeah.
He wanted to make a move to the basket, but there was 3 black shirts in his way.
Yep. Hesitated and then took that step.
Did the shuffle, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
45 seconds left in the half as Wyatt Gilbert brings it up over to McElraby. Back out to Massey. They're going to post up inside to Hicksonball. He works on his man. Baby hook jump is good. He did that all day yesterday, and that is so hard to stop if you're a defender. Kane Hicksonball. Mules up by 6. Skip pass over to Nance. Out to Anthony for 3. Missed it. Tipped around. Picked up by Hicksonball. 14 seconds left.
Good pass.
The fly
Wyatt
pass
Gilbert.
all the way down to Wyatt Gilbert. What a beautiful post pattern that was for the Mules. And on the other end, Bolin scores for the Tigers. Herrin gets the ball in quickly again. Here's the heat from the half line at the horn. It won't go by Massey. That is the end of the first half. And our halftime score is the Fairfield Mules 46 and the Herrin Tigers 40. We'll come back and take a look at our first half stats, talk a little bit more about this game and other things going on at the tournament when we return to Duff Kingston Gym in just a moment.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
On myself, pick out dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. I've been feeling it since 1966. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
For your business, more importantly, your friendship. I think that makes about 12, doesn't it? All right, thank you.
Happening now, free high fives, complimentary with every purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle, while supplies last. High fives may be redeemed upon request or spontaneously and accompanied by feelings of happiness, satisfaction, and or the urge to share your positive experience on various social media platforms or via word of mouth with family and friends. Teffer Motors humbly encourages both. Teffer Motors, your hometown source for all your automotive needs.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. It's halftime here as the Fairfield Mules lead the Herrin Tigers in this semifinal contest, 46-40. I'm Randy Olson, joined by Mark Wells. And Mark, you got some first half stats for us here. It's been quite a game.
Yeah, it sure has, Randy, with the Mules leading, as you mentioned, 46-40, and got three Mules already in double figures for the first half, Randy. You have Noel McElravy. He has 12. Landon Zerlini and Wyatt Gilbert both with the 11. Then you have Kane Hicksonball, Colin Massey with 6, and Luke Dagg with 2 for a total of 46 halftime points. And their Mules' first half free throw were 3 for 3. Now for Herrin, they're led by Brandon Anthony. He has 9. Reese Hartline with 8. Then you have Luke Laquat with 5. Landon Bolin with 4. Ian Nance with 3. Jake Bumgart with 2. For a total of 40 halftime points for the Herrin Tigers. And they were 2 for 4 in the first half from the free throw line.
All right. Well, very interesting. As I look at your stat sheet there, I notice that both teams have 6 players in the scoring column.
Yes, 6 players.
So that brings us to our halftime score here of 46-40 in favor of the Mules over the Herrin Tigers. Meanwhile, while this semifinal is going on here at Eldorado, semifinal over at the Pinckneyville tournament at halftime, it's Woodlawn leading Mount Carmel 28-19. And at halftime at the semifinal over at Cesar-Valier, the first semifinal of the day there, it's Redbud leading Cobden actually that's a 5th place semifinal, 5th place bracket. Redbud leading Cobden by a score of 30-25. So we'll kind of try to keep track of scores of some of the other games for you as well. Your thoughts on some other ways that this game flowed here in the first half, Mark?
Well, as we kind of anticipated before the game started, Randy, it was going to be one of those games up and down the floor. Both teams showing offense, both teams showing defense. Both teams came out, that first quarter, just at the tip of the ball, they came out, they weren't comfortable. Then they settled down a little bit and got into their rhythm of play. And as you see, and as we've talked about, the key to the game is going to be shutting down, getting back on defense. If you're going to push the ball up, have someone back on defense to defend the basket. As that was kind of they're at first for Herrin. That's what their intention was, to move the ball up, and that's what they did. with Anthony, and the Mules transitioning back and forth as well, too, and that's why they have 3 guys in double figures at this point.
All right. Herrin Tigers, of course, led by Brandon Anthony with a big first half, 18 points on the board, and they got to find a way to stay
18.
in front of him. Got to find a way to stay in front of him.
Yeah, that's the key, to shut him down. You know, and he's very quick on the transition, whether he's bringing the ball up or he's pushing it up the floor.
And then he does such a good job of drawing the defense to him and then dishing to one of the big guys underneath.
Right, exactly.
And if he gets it to Luke Lacroix, look out. He's going to flush it.
He's going to, as you've seen, we saw him do that already.
And he did that yesterday against Carterville as well. We'll step aside, take another short break, be back with more here from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament in just a moment. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson along with Mark Wells as the Fairfield Mules lead it over the Herrin Tigers at halftime by a score of 46-40, but it's not been easy so far for Fairfield. They trailed 12-7, as many as 5 by Herrin in that first quarter. It's kind of been a seesaw battle, and we got a lot of basketball left to be played here, Mark.
Oh, yeah, a lot of basketball, and it makes you wonder what the coaches are going to do, coming out this second half, where they go ahead and continue the press, go ahead and continue the trap and pushing it up and down the floor. That's been the key, Randy, and I think we'll see that the rest of the second half.
Yeah, see what those adjustments are here at halftime, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Go through the foul situation for both teams, if you would.
Well, for the Mules, Luke Dagg has 2, and then it rounds down to Wyatt Gilbert, Keen Hickson Ball, Landon Zerlini, and Noah McElravy, all with 1 foul apiece. For Herrin, you've got Reese Hartline. He's got 3. Jake Bumgar with 2. And Luke Lacroix with 1 foul. That's where we stand at this point.
Yeah, Hartline with the 3 fouls. That was a big point in the game for the Herrin Tigers. That takes some of their size off the floor. And then, of course, you had the injury, to Billy Braid, another 6'4" guy. So we don't know what the extent of his injury is and whether or not he'll be back. We showed 18 points at halftime for Brandon Anthony, and that's what they had on the board as well here in the gym up until a moment ago. And they just changed that 18 to 20.
20, yeah.
So I'm not sure why the change there, but they agreed with us up until just a moment ago, and they just changed it to 20. So either way, Anthony having a big first half here for the Herrin Tigers, but the Mules also with a couple of guys in double figures here at halftime. As both teams have been called back to their respective benches, and we're going to have third quarter action here in just a moment. Still to come, it'll be Massac County, the number 2 seed in the tournament, taking on the Carmi Bulldogs. As Carmi got here by beating Vienna, and then they beat Eldorado last night. And as we said, anytime you can beat Eldorado on their floor in their tournament, no matter what year it is, that's a big accomplishment.
It's a big accomplishment, sure is. What a big win for Carmi last night, no doubt.
All right, it's going to be Herrin basketball first to start the second half. If you just joined us, Herrin in the white uniforms as the team's change ends, and with it is Brandon Anthony. working against Wyatt Gilbert. We've loved that matchup today, haven't we?
Oh, we sure have.
Around to Bolin. Now it goes to Baumgart. Skip pass over to Anthony for three. Almost banked it in. Instead, it comes off the iron. There's a stick back up and in by Baumgart. Good start for the Tigers here in the second half. And look at this. Herrin's going to press. Ooh, and almost a steal by Anthony. They get it across to McElravy. Now to Hicksonball. Inside Dagg. Back to Hicksonball. Knifes in the lane. Picks up his dribble. Comes back to McElravy. He'll go in the lane. Missed the shot. Tip back out to him. Long three by Zerlini. You give him that much time to square his shoulders and his feet, he's usually going to make you pay.
And he's got such a nice arc on that ball already.
Well, it's just so hard to block. I mean, forget about blocking it. And look at that three-pointer from the
Baumgart
right corner pocket. That had some English on it. As it hit the rim and dropped back down in. 49-45, back to a 4-point game. As the ball was knocked out of bounds, it'll be Fairfield basketball right in front of Coach McElravy and the Mules bench. In it comes to Zerlini. Over to McElravy. He'll fire for three. Missed it. Tipped around and picked out of the air by Lacroix for the Tigers. Ahead to Anthony. Tries to throw it down low to Hartline, but it sails out of bounds off one of the Mules.
Off of Luke Dagg.
So Hartline does start the second half for Herrin, out there playing with 3 personal fouls.
3-point attempt by Baumgart.
That missed
Air
everything.
Ball. Yep.
Ahead to Dagg for the Mules. He'll go down inside. The turnaround. Good by Hicksonball, and he is feeling it. That's what he did yesterday against West Frankfort. When he gets the ball, that 6 to 8 feet from the basket, he's hard to stop. He's got a lot of moves in there.
At 6 the first half. Look for a big second half for
Anthony with the long three, missed it. There's Lacroix with a follow. It won't go. Rebound Wyatt Gilbert. The little guy gets in there among the trees and gets the rebound.
Zerlini again.
He's feeling it, but it falls off. But look at that. Luke Dagg, the muscle man, inside with the garbage bucket. And quickly, Herrin gets back again. Lacroix.
Good defense by the Mules, but they're going to call a foul. Or
I think he hit the back of
the
backboard. Yeah. So it's ruled out of bounds. He tried to save it.
He's driving down the line, and he went to throw it back to the free throw line. And
it's a turnover. Back to the Mules. 5:47 to play here in the third quarter. Fairfield enjoying an 8-point lead. And this is their biggest lead of the game. Hicksonball trying to add to it, but it's in and out. And rebound Anthony. He'll bring it up against McElravy, and he's fouled from behind. Wasn't sure they were going to call that. A little bit of a late call. And on McElravy, how many is that?
That's his second. It's going to be the first team foul this half on the Mules.
So to be out of bounds to the Tigers. Baumgart gets it into Anthony. Back to Baumgart. Over it comes to Bolin. Now Anthony has it again. Stops, pops off the dribble, got it. Boy, he is tough to defend.
He is.
He's feeling it today. 22 points for Brandon Anthony as Herrin goes into their own zone press right now, looking for a trap. And they get the steal.
Away.
Anthony with a 2-on-1 break. Takes it down, misses it. Hartline with a rebound, scores. Hartline shoved it in after getting the carom. And that cuts it to 4. So Herrin doing the same thing that Fairfield's done, scoring off the defense, Mark. As they were trapping on that zone trap. And now Fairfield gets it across cleanly this time to McElravy. He's going to drive baseline. And he just beat Anthony on that play.
Sure did.
Just flat out beat him.
Throw it away.
And Herrin gets back and knocks it off one of the Mules.
Knocked it off Luke Dagg.
Saved the possession.
Oh, he sure did.
Big play there. Yeah, you just look down to look away for a moment, and Herrin's all the way down the court.
Oh, yeah.
They get it and go. Here he is, the inbound to Baumgart. Leaves his man, stops. Nope, I thought he was going to shoot, and instead he fed it down to Hartline. He had a wide open shot.
He had a wide open shot and just lost the ball.
At the last moment, decided to pass it down to Hartline, but it goes out of bounds. 4:23 to play here in the third quarter. Mules with the ball, leading it by 6. Here's Wyatt Gilbert. He'll put
Good
one
drive.
off the window.
Way to use that backboard.
Nice shot off the glass. That's a lost art almost,
Oh,
a
it
shot
is.
from that far away off the glass. And all the way down is Anthony again, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket.
Looks like it's going to be on Wyatt Gilbert.
So far today, the Mules have just not been too successful in impeding the progress of Brandon Anthony on his trips to the basket.
Right.
I mean, he just seems to find a way to get to the rack.
Second foul on Gilbert, team second.
Baumgart has it to Anthony. He'll spot up for a 3. Missed it that time, lips out, and ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Fairfield basketball. Exactly 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mules enjoying an 8-point lead, trying to advance to the championship game for the second year in a row. They won it last year against these
Herrin,
Tigers.
yeah.
Here's
Good pass.
Here's a give down low.
Good
Luke
assist.
Dad
Oh,
missed it.
just missed it.
Partially blocked as well. Back it comes, though. Gilbert's got it now. He'll put it up. He missed it. Tipped out to Anthony. Tigers on the move. Behind the back dribble.
Yeah.
And then stolen by Pruitt.
Good defense by Blake Pruitt on Anthony.
It sure was. He gets it to Gilbert. Now Hickson ball, and we're going to have a blocking foul call, and that's going to be 4 on Hartline.
The bucket will not count.
Herrin Tigers don't like that call.
Reese Hartline, his 4th.
So he's going to have to leave the scene again, and checking in to replace him is going to be Matthew Brandon. He'll be seeing his first action of this contest. Brandon is a 6'4 senior because, again, you've got Billy Braid, who would normally be in this situation, out with an injury. Here's the pass inside to Pruitt. Out to Hickson ball and back to Pruitt. Corner now to Massey. And again, it's back to Pruitt. Tigers were going for the steal there, couldn't get it. McElravy put up the long three. And it rolls
just out.
off. That was close.
Yeah.
Rebound by the Tigers. Here they come. Bolin gets it ahead to Anthony. Feeds it inside. Now back out to Bolin. Around the horn it goes to Anthony. Three-pointer misses. Rebound by the Mules on the weak side. Oh, a steal almost by Anthony as he knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. They're going to rule it.
Looks like it's going to be Herrin ball.
It is.
No, wait, they're calling a foul.
We had a lot of people in our way down in that corner we couldn't
Looks
see.
like, Randy, it looks like they called the foul on Colin Massey. That's going to be his first 13
It is
foul.
a foul on Massey.
Yep.
Both players were going after the basketball,
ball.
and I think that's why the crowd was murmuring down there in the Fairfield section, was because they thought it was, both teams going after the basketball.
Coach McElravy wants an explanation on that call, which rightfully so. You're right.
Sure.
They were both going for the ball.
Yeah. It is a timeout. We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back at Eldorado in just a moment.
This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing.
Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, Randy Olson here along with Mark Wells. Well, Mark, we have said all along that's going to take a heck of an effort to beat this good Fairfield Mules team, but Herrin is putting forth a heck of an effort right now. The question is, will they have enough to do it today as they trail right now by 8?
Well, both teams are up and down the floor, Randy, and fatigue's going to start to sit in on one of the teams. It's going to depend who's got the gas to continue.
And the Mules have been winning games with their depth this year, and they've been using a lot of that again today, too, as they've been running those guys in and out, trying to keep fresh legs because they know win or lose, they got to play another game tonight.
Another one.
Both teams got to play another game tonight, no matter what happens here. All right, well, after the foul there that was called on the Mules, it'll be out of bounds to the Tigers. And triggering it in will be Bolin. And he'll come into Baumgart. Wraparound pass down
Good
inside
defense
Lacroix.
by the Mules.
And the Tigers come away with it.
Come away with that ball.
One of those 50-50 balls. There's a shot from the baseline. It's no good by Brandon. Rebound by the Mules. I'd say Fairfield dodged the bullet there.
They did. They sure did. That was a big miss by Herrin. They needed that basket, Randy.
2:29 left here in the third quarter. Here's a drive by Massey. Out to Zerlini. He shoots from the corner, missed it.
Here we
Rebound
go.
Thrown ahead to Anthony. He's chased down by Zerlini. And Zerlini goes for the block, but Anthony scores anyway. That cuts it to 6, 57-51. He is so quick, isn't he?
24 for Brandon Anthony.
What a game. 2:09 left to play. Here's Massey for 3. He missed it.
Here we go again.
Going to throw it out to Anthony, and he's going to throw it across to Laquat, going for the dunk. No, he lays it up and in instead. Thought he might flush it again, but didn't have the angle that time.
That's the first point for Luke Laquat this quarter, Randy.
A minute 49 left here in this third quarter. Herrin has cut it back to a 4-point game. Massey to McElravy. Out to Hicksonball. Hicksonball guarded by Laquat, and that's going to be a blocking foul on
looks
Laquat.
like on Laquat. If that's his second.
Back in for the Mules, it's Luke Dagg along with Wyatt Gilbert with a minute 40 left here in the third quarter.
Luke Laquat, his second team foul for Herrin.
This semifinal game has got everything you would want in a championship
sure
semifinal.
Does, absolutely.
It's been a good one. In it comes to McElravy. Over to Zerlini, down to Gilbert. Back out to McElravy. Long three, misses it. Rebound cleaned out of there by Matthew Brandon. And he gets the outlet to Bolin, and here come the Tigers again. Anthony has it. Inside, they started to go down low.
Yeah, Laquat wasn't expecting that pass inside. He about lost it.
Boy, as soon as he catches it, there's 3 Mule shirts around him. That shot is missed out front
right
by
back.
Baumgart, but back up
Right
and
back.
in. On the tip in by Matthew Brandon with the stick back.
That was 25, Landon Bolin.
Oh, Bolin got it instead of Brandon? Okay,
Bolin
my
got
bad.
the point.
Okay, we'll give it to Bolin. Here's
Inside.
a spin move by Kane
Basket
Hicksonball.
counts.
Remnants of yesterday. Kane Hicksonball with the spin move in the lane, and it's effective, and Fairfield goes back up by 4.
That foul on Matthew Brandon, that's his first third-team foul.
And Hicksonball will go to the line for the and one. You know, those are moves just like his grandfather, Kevin McNeil, used to make. He made a lot of those moves on me, as a matter of fact.
I remember watching those.
Oh, yeah.
He ate you up in the paint.
We're talking late 70s there. I scored a few on him. All right. Missed by Hicksonball. Here comes the Herrin Tigers. Baumgart. 48 seconds to play. Skip pass over to Anthony. Back out it comes to Baumgart again. He tries to rifle it down underneath, intended for Brandon, but sails out of bounds. A turnover on the Tigers, back to the Mules.
Brandon Lane coming back into the lineup for the Mules, replacing Hicksonball.
It was a 6-point game at halftime. It's a 4-point game now. Mules maintain the lead. They have the basketball. We're down to 38 seconds left. Let's see. Will they wind it down for one shot? Yep, that's what Coach McElravy is saying. He's holding up one finger. Either that or it's play number 1. Well, let's see.
I believe it's going to be the one shot.
Yeah, Massey has it out at the center circle, guarded by Anthony. Now to Gilbert with 16 seconds left. Massey again. Oh, knocked away from behind by Anthony. He's got such quick hands.
He is. He's very quick.
11 seconds left. See if the Mules can get a quality shot here. Gilbert to Lane, back to Gilbert. 5 seconds left inside the lane. Shovel pass to Luke Dagg. He puts it up and in. How about that?
That was a great pass.
Brandon Lane shoveled it to him, said, here you go, big boy, put it in.
Yeah, good way to end the third quarter.
And that's what he did. After 3 quarters of play, it's Fairfield 61 and Herrin Tigers 55. And we'll be back with a very exciting fourth quarter in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Welcome back to the 55th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament consolation semifinal. Boy, you couldn't ask for a better basketball game, Mark Wells.
Yeah, that quarter, Randy, 13 in the third quarter, both teams 15 points each scored in that
So
quarter.
even Steven
Even.
third quarter. It was a 6-point lead for the Mules at half. They maintain a 6-point lead right now as we move into the fourth quarter.
Mules 0 for 1 on the free throw in the third. No free throws for Herrin in the third quarter.
Looks like Herrin's still got 3 timeouts left. The Mules have 4 timeouts left as we move to the final quarter, and it'll be Fairfield basketball. Colin Massey comes out still in the game for the Mules. He's got it right now working against Anthony. He's provided some great minutes off the bench here in this one. One of the super subs for the Mules. As Zerlini has it now out to Gilbert. Into Hicksonball. Look for Hicksonball to get a lot of touches in this fourth quarter for the Fairfield Mules. Skip pass over to Massey.
Oh, he lost it, but they're going to call a foul. I don't know about that.
Anthony thought he had the steal.
He thought he had it. They're going to give him the foul on that.
He knocked it away from behind, but they get him for the foul.
That's his first 4th-team foul.
You know, as aggressive as Anthony is, that's amazing that it's his first foul. Inside Luke
Dagg.
And the Tigers kind of got caught flat-footed on that one. That was too easy for Fairfield. They go back up by 8, 63-55. Tigers back in the front court with Baumgart. Mules go back to a zone. Let's see how Anthony and the Tigers attack it. Baumgart to Anthony. Skips it over to the right wing to Bolin. Back out to Anthony. She almost did.
Yep.
Another skip pass over to Baumgart. He'll fire the 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound back up and in is flying to the basket is Landon Bolin.
He came out of nowhere for that rebound.
Big stick back for Bolin. Cuts the lead back to 6. We've got 6:49 left in the ball game. Here's Wyatt Gilbert all the way down the middle. Missed it. Hicksonball battles for the rebound. Goes back up, sticks it in. What a play by Kane Hicksonball on the offensive glass. Mules back up by 8.
He's going to be a key factor this fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Fairfield stays in the zone. Here it goes inside Lacroix. Turnaround 15-footer, got it. Sweet shot there by Lacroix. Back to a 6-point game. 6:16 left. Who's going to move on to the championship game? Will Fairfield be there again? They are the defending champs. Massey leaves it for Hicksonball. Got it.
Good pass into Hicksonball.
What a feed that time by Colin Massey. Give him the assist. 8-point Mule lead again. Here is Anthony taking it all the way to glass. Misses it. Dagg with the rebound.
Just didn't have enough to come out off the backboard into the bucket.
Hicksonball going to take it all the way down. Misses it. Scramble for the rebound, and Zerlini's got it. He'll go back up. Got it.
I think you're going to see a timeout from Herrin, Randy.
I
the
think
coach
you are.
He did. He called timeout.
Timeout Herrin with 5:44 left in the game. Biggest lead of the game at this point. Mules lead it by 10, 69-59. And we'll be back with more from Eldorado in just a moment.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Little spurt there by the Fairfield Mules to increase this lead to a 10-point game, and they did it with their defense. Largely, didn't they, Mark?
Yeah, sure did, Randy. And that's the key. That's going to be the key from here on out. Mules on an 8-4 run in the fourth quarter so far.
Fairfield Mules are the 7th-ranked team in the state in Class 2A basketball. They've lost only once. That was to the Marshall Lions early in the season back at the Thanksgiving tournament at Lawrenceville and Red Hill. And the guy who puts out the rankings, Aaron Britton from Nesto Hoops, he was one of the guests with us today on the Sports Couch. Great conversation with him today, and if you've missed the show, go back and check it out in our archives. Today's edition of the Sports Couch. Great conversation with Nesto Hoops
They bowed
architect
through that,
about the rankings.
Aaron bowed through the bowl.
Almost did.
Sure
Anthony
did.
has it. Mules stay in a zone.
Almost a good steal by Hicksonball.
In the corner it goes. Here's a shot from the left
wing.
Weak. No good. It was way short.
Yeah.
And maybe the legs are starting to give out on the Herrin Tigers. And there's going to be a bumping foul.
Yeah, on 25, that's going to be Landon Bolin on the foul. It's his first 15 foul for Herrin.
He was the one that was also short on the shot. Mules have it. Wyatt Gilbert to Hickson ball scores, and they're just threading the needle down there right now.
Randy, you can see Herrin's kind of whine. They're kind of, you can tell they're tiring a little bit. They're tired just a little.
It's taking its toll. Yeah. I agree. Inside it goes Lacroix. He'll turn around, put up a 15-footer, missed it, followed his shot though, and put it back up and in. A very determined Luke Lacroix that time. Keeps Herrin in the game, cuts it back to 10. 4:49 left in the contest. Here's Luke Dagg. Out to Zerlini. Over to Massey. Hickson ball almost has it stripped from him by Hartline, who's back in the game with 4 fouls.
Leaving wide open.
Gilbert leaves it
Good
to
pass
Hickson
to
ball.
Hickson ball, in and out.
Missed the bunny, but look at that.
Oh,
Gilbert says, excuse me, I'll put this back in.
It.
And he did. Fairfield back up by 12. Tigers down quickly with Lacroix.
They got away with it.
He got away with one that time.
Yeah, he sure did.
Count the bucket. 73-63. Luke Lacroix cuts it back to 10. And that ball is kicked as Massey tried to make the pass. Yeah, you look at the Herrin Tigers. They're gassed out there. Guys are bent over. Lacroix is bent over. They're tugging at their shirts and their shorts. They're obviously tired.
You can tell it.
It's very, very apparent.
Yeah.
And again, the depth of the Fairfield Mules is what makes them such a tough matchup.
It's going to be on Brandon Anthony.
He was kind of riding Wyatt Gilbert down the middle of the floor.
His second, team foul number 6 on Herrin.
Mules will be in the bonus after this. 4:03 left in the game as McElravy will get it into Hickson ball. It's a 10-point Mule
spin
lead.
by Kane. Oh,
stolen from behind by Lacroix.
He had a good spin to the bucket. Just
ahead
Lacroix
to
right
Baumgart. Now down in the corner it goes to Bolin. Mules continue to stay in that zone. Back to Lacroix again. And he missed the shot, but he's going to be fouled. I think we've seen the Mules play more half-court zone today than I've seen all season.
Kane Hickson ball, that's his second.
But it's working for him.
Yeah, it sure is. 14 foul against the Mules.
Lacroix at the line. Got it. Cuts the lead to 9, 73-64. Herrin's record doesn't reflect really how good they are because of the fact they play such good competition, not only in the River to River Conference, but they also played in that really tough Thanksgiving tournament, the Pyramid Plus tournament, earlier in the season, and they played against Marion, Mount Vernon, and Collinsville. And Collinsville, of course, is the number one ranked team in the state in 4A. They haven't lost to anybody.
Travel on Gilbert.
Turnover from the Mules, back to the Tigers with 3:38 to play in the game. 9-point Fairfield lead. Tigers probably need to score on this possession. They can't let this get back to double digits. It's going to get away from them for sure. So they need a bucket right here, and if you're Fairfield, you want another stop. Anthony has it. Backdoor cut underneath, and that's going to be a foul underneath on Hickson ball.
It's going to be Kane's third.
That was a great look by Anthony. He saw the backdoor cutter there, who was Landon Bolin. And Bolin will go to the line and see if he can add some points there.
He'll have two. That was the third on Kane. Hickson ball.
Free throw good. Cuts it to 8. Timeout called by the Fairfield Mules. Timeout on the court, and we will take timeout as well and be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back to live action. Landon Bolin at the line for the Herrin Tigers. 3:27 to go in this semifinal contest. Winner moves on to the championship game tonight at 9 o'clock as Boland's free throw's good. Let's see what the Mules do now with the 7-point lead. They get it across to Hicksonball. Over to
well, he got away with that. Could have been a foul there on Herrin, Randy.
It could have been. Dag left it a little bit short. Tigers still got a chance. Plenty of time left in the game. 3:09. See if they can chip into this 7-point lead again as Anthony has it. Out it comes to Boland. Skip pass to Anthony. In the corner, back to Anthony. What this zone has done is it's taken away a lot of the layups that Herrin was getting. But there's a 3-ball, and that's how you answer.
Jake Bumgart
shoots over the zone and cuts it to 4 points. 2:39 left. Mules got to take care of the basketball here, and they almost lose it.
Threw it away.
Herrin Tigers with quick hands, especially Anthony, who's out there on Hicksonball right now. Luke Dag over to Gilbert.
Ooh,
back
he
to
wasn't
Dag.
paying
And
attention.
there's a little give and go and hit him right in the chest. Tigers have it. 2:16 left. It's a 4-point game. Anthony's going to shoot the 3. Boy, that would have been huge.
Yeah, that would have been.
But he missed it, and on the rebound, we got a foul called on Herrin. Yeah, if Anthony hits that, it's a 1-point game.
It's going to be on Jake Bumgart. That's his 3rd foul, Randy.
So we'll walk to the other end, and Luke Dag will go to the line. That shot didn't miss by much by Anthony, and he's hit definitely quite a few of them. He's got 24 points today for the Tigers. Nance is going to check back in the game for the Tigers, and Dag will go to the line with 2:08 left.
Anthony's been shut down in this 4th quarter.
I think the zones helped out with that a little bit,
too. It has helped out.
Because when they were spreading the floor against the man-to-man, he was able to break down the defense and penetrate.
Big free throw there from Luke Dag.
5-point game,
Another
6-point game. Big free throws for the Mules. All right, see if the Tigers can score. They're going to need a bucket here. It's a 2-possession game with just over 2 minutes left. Anthony to Nance. He'll fire a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Gilbert. That didn't miss by much.
No,
either.
not at all.
Across it comes to Massey. Skips it over to Hicksonball. Herrin is chasing. They got to get the basketball back. They're down 2 possessions. 1:40 left.
Dag wide open.
And a traveling violation on Hicksonball.
Yeah, Kane had the ball and he was coming down the baseline and he wanted to pass it to Dag. He finally found out he was open and he just didn't have it.
Here's a drive inside, and a foul's going to be called on the way to the basket as Landon Boland's going to go back to the charity stripe.
It's going to be on Kane Hicksonball, Randy. That's his 4th.
Well, that looms large because if Herrin somehow gets back into this thing and ties it, especially if we have extended play, Mules got to have Hicksonball on the floor.
They do. He's been big this 2nd half.
Boland at the line. Oh, in and out, no good. That just rattled out of there, didn't it?
It sure did.
Too much English. Got the Carmi cheerleaders behind us here. They'll be in the next game after this in the semifinal against Eldorado. Or semifinal against Massac County because they beat Eldorado.
He missed both of those.
And out of bounds to Fairfield.
Two key free throws there missed, Randy.
2 big misses
for
Herrin. You're right. And Fairfield's wanting to get McElravy back in the game. They do to replace Dag. And again, Fairfield's got to take care of the basketball. And if you're Herrin, you need a steal. And if not, you're going to have to think about fouling here soon.
Key possession for the Mules.
Herrin chasing. Massey's got it. McElravy's got his good ball handlers out there right now. Here comes a trap. Now to Massey. Back to McElravy. 1:13 left in the game. Over to Hicksonball. Now to Massey. Massey's going to drive, and he's fouled by Lacroix.
Luke Lacroix, that's his 3rd foul.
Has Massey been to the line today?
He has not.
Okay. That's who Herrin chooses to foul in this situation with 66 seconds left here in the game. Back in Luke Dagg for Fairfield, and Nance back in for Herrin. Colin Massey, too strong on the free throw, rebound by the Tigers. They still got time, down by 6. They get it across the timeline to Bolin. Bolin loses the ball. They say it's touched by Fairfield. Well, you had fans from both sides jumping up and down on that one.
Yeah. Not so sure that Herrin didn't touch that.
Here's a shot from LaQuat, missed it. Rebound by the Mules. And again, they got to take care of the basketball here, and it's going to be a foul called on Herrin. We'll walk down and shoot more free throws. Well, Fairfield's going to have to make some free throws down the stretch here, or they keep giving Herrin a chance.
Ian Nance is first.
48 seconds left. Wyatt Gilbert the line. He made it.
Almost wanted to rim out on him.
Yeah, almost did, didn't it? 76-69, 48 seconds left. The second one by Gilbert is also good. Those are big free throws.
Big.
Because now it is a 3-possession game. Herrin needs a quick bucket. They're running out of time. Here's a long 3 out there. It rolls off the iron, tip back up, no good. Back up again, won't go. Tipped out this time, and it's going to be Fairfield ball.
Randy, we talk about how important free throws are, how important they are at the, at this stage of the game. Mules are 4 for 5 this quarter, free throws.
That'll win you some basketball games when you do that down the stretch in a tight game like this. Fairfield's 34 seconds away from winning this one, as Herrin continues to chase. And there's a shot up by Zerlini, no good. Rebound Herrin. Anthony has it. Long three is good.
Wow. Drilled that one. That's his first bucket this quarter.
He was way out there.
17
seconds left. We got timeout on the court. It's a 5-point Fairfield lead. Back with more in just a moment.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Well, let's reset it for you here. We've got 17 seconds left in the game as Fairfield leads it by 5. They led by 5 at halftime as well, so it's been an even-Steven game here in the second half. But you just mentioned that was Brandon Anthony's first bucket of the fourth quarter, and that's huge that Fairfield's been able to somewhat contain him here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they shut him down in the fourth quarter there, Randy, as we were talking. They went to that, man-to-man. Their zone defense.
Yeah, they went to their zone.
To the zone defense on him, and it's shutting down.
All right, going to be Fairfield basketball, length of the floor. You figure that if Herrin doesn't steal the inbound, they're going to have to foul right away because they're running out of time here. It's a 2-possession game and only 17 seconds to play. They're going to pick him up man-to-man. Massey is going to inbound it. He might throw it deep here. Yeah, there's a fly pattern. He could have thrown it deep to Gilbert, but he got it inside to Zerlini, and he's fouled as 2 seconds go off the clock. So we'll walk to the other end, and Landon's going to shoot 2 free throws for Fairfield. Landon Zerlini with 15 seconds left.
Baumgart his 4th foul.
Landon Zerlini's free throw, no good.
Dagg back into the lineup.
That one's good. Still a two-possession game. Herrin needs a quick basket. 15 seconds left. They get it into Baumgart. Up quickly against Gilbert. Lacroix has it slapped away from him. And Zerlini's going to.
He thought there should have been a foul.
Dribble it out.
Yep.
Massey has it, and that's going to be the ball game. Fairfield's going to win it. The final is 78-72. The Fairfield Mules advance to the championship game for the second year in a row as they try to defend their title. They win it over the Herrin Tigers 78-72, and they will face either the second-seeded Massac County Patriots or the Carmi Bulldogs. That semifinal game will be coming up next here on both of our websites at AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net. Mark is running our totals right now on the stats. We'll come back and look at those and wrap it up here in just a moment from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
Back here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, Mark's putting the finishing touches on the stats here. We'll pass those along to you in just a second. Scores from over at the Pinckneyville tournament. Looks like Olney taking on Jerseyville right now in, I think that's that is a final. Olney has beaten Jerseyville by a score of 64-50. And over at the Cesar-Valliere tournament, Sparta has defeated Johnston City by a score of 65-43. All right, the final score here, Fairfield wins at 78-72. Tell us how we got there, Mark.
All right, Randy, for the Mules, 78-72, as Randy mentioned. We have 5 Mules in double figures, Randy. We have Wyatt Gilbert with 17, both Kane Hickson-Ball and Landon Zerlini both had 16. Noah McElravy with 14 and Luke Dagg with 10 for a total of 78 points for the Mules. And the free throw wise for the entire game for the Mules, they were 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
That'll win you games.
Yes, it sure will. For Herrin, they were led by, and it's no surprise to us, Brandon Anthony with 27 points. You have Jake Baumgart, Reese Hartline, and Landon Bolin with 10, Luke Lacroix with 14, and Ian Nance with 3. And Herrin was 5 of 10 from the free throw line for the entire game.
So the Fairfield Mules, 5 guys in double figures.
5 guys in double
Herrin
figures.
with 4 guys in double figures. What a battle here today.
Yeah.
But the Mules prevail. They pass another test. They beat the Herrin Tigers 78-72. Fairfield will play either Massac County or Carmi. That semifinal game is coming up next. We will sign off for now, and you'll have to click on the link for the Massac County Carmi game on our website. That'll be coming your way next. Mark and I will be back with that game in just a little bit here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net. Talk to you.